Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. I have the big girl here. Yes, she's hard to put in here, and a whole bunch of stuff on my desk that needs to go in her. But I just wanted to show you real quick the addition, if you haven't already noticed what it is on the cover of my hinges. Now I'm going to say hinges because what these are the front straps, like, of my sister's sandals. Like, they came around your ankle and then they go down between your toe. She cut the straps off because the shoes were so decimated she couldn't even donate them anywhere, and she thought to cut off these parts and give them to me. Here's another pair that she decimated, and she gave me these. Now there was a little part here that goes down between the toe, and there was she had left a little bit on the side where it goes around the foot, but I cut those off. But isn't that awesome that she totally gets me? So I did send her a picture of my faux hinges, which are actually her sandal straps. So anyway, I thought that was really fun, and I thought they looked good there. Yeah, I'm going to have trouble keeping her all in frame today, but I will do my best. So I have been playing in her a lot lately, and some of it has not been on video because I've been doing it late in the evening. I am almost finished. There's probably less than 8 single pages left in her to do, but I thought we'd do one together today. So let's go towards the back because I know that's where I've got some unfinished ones. We can work on this one right here, maybe. It's kind of a little bit different here. This is a kind of like a 2/3 page. See here? It doesn't go all the way. That's the bottom of the other page. So this is like a 2/3 page, and this other one is a full page, but it's not fully wide. It only goes to here. Okay, and see, the end of the book is way out here. Okay, so let me just see right now if I grab a clip, if I can't somehow secure this page from flopping over, because I do want you to be able to see me working. And where maybe I'll put one on this page just for the weight, not to really do anything other than to weigh it down. Maybe that will help a little bit. Now I am working kind of at an angle because she's so fat on this side that this page is not flat. It is puffed up, and I don't know. Looking at my monitor, I can't tell if you can see how puffed up it is, but we'll work around that. So the first thing I'm going to use is this. It is a bag from our co-op that I am a member of. I am a member of this co-op, actually a member owner of this co-op. It is a food co-op that does organic food and locally grown food and items, you know, as best as they can. Everything is organic, but they try to get like as much local stuff as they can. And so this tote bag, you know, they call these totes when they fill them with apples or potatoes or whatever, was $1.99 for the whole tote bag, and it was filled with peaches, organic peaches. So what happened was I went to the, oh look, it says we believe good food brings us together. I'm going to cut that off. We may not use it here, but we should cut that off anyway, because we'll use it somewhere. So what happened was I went to go to the antique mall and just put some stuff in my booth, and it wasn't open yet. It was a little bit too early, and the co-op is up towards where my antique booth is. It's not down here where I live. So, you know, it's a good 30 miles from where I live, but it's not far from the antique mall. So it's like, well, the co-op opens at 7 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, well, they'll be open. I'm going to go there. What I wanted to do was actually go get some juice, because they have a little deli kind of counter thing where they make food. Excuse me, I'm drinking some coffee. And so they have, you know, they serve food and they have juices. And I was really in the mood for a juice. So I went in and I had time. I was just looking at the produce to see what they might have, and I saw this bag, and I was like, $1.99 for a tote bag of organic peaches. Now, I could tell that they were ripe. You know, they needed to be dealt with fairly quickly. But thankfully, I'm going to save this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. This is the handle, but well, it was the handle. I'm going to save it and see. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. I don't know. Anyway, there was a guy working in produce, and I went up to him and I said, because their regular organic peaches are $2.99 a pound. And I thought, well, maybe these are $1.99 a pound, and which I wasn't even going to pay that. But anyway, because they weren't on my shopping list, I wasn't there to buy peaches. He said, no, it's for the whole tote. And I'm like, well, now I'm here to buy peaches. So, yeah, and they weren't over. I mean, they were ripe. They're ripe, but they're not too far gone. So just a few minutes ago, I cut them up. Well, first of all, I gave a couple to my sister, but I cut the rest up, and they are now in my dehydrator, and I'm dehydrating them. So I love dehydrated fruit, and I've never dehydrated peaches before. I've done apples, I've done mangoes, I've done pears. I've never done peaches, so I thought I would give that a shot. So we'll see about that. Yeah, so that was how that came to be, that bag that I've cut up. Look at all this stuff. This is just stuff. Now, seeds for Helen. We need to use that too, because this looks like it's going to be a green page. Green just because it's the co-op, and we believe in good food. So here's seeds for Helen. This was from one of my friends up the cabin, had a envelope of different kinds of seeds for me, and this is just tissue. I'm just looking to see what I have here. I've got this Stampendous cling rubber stamp. I'm not sure what the stamp was. I'm assuming, I can't see which one it is. I don't see where the name of what the stamp is. I have some stamps on my desk over this way that I don't have in packages anymore because I use them all the time. So I've got this. Now this, I don't particularly like that, and I don't particularly like the back. Let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? That could go in there. I could use this as a pocket. Let's do that. Let me go ahead. Oh, and I could actually stick it on the side. Will that fit in there? Well, it would certainly fit this way, right? Oh, yeah, but it's got to close, Helen. You can't, no, it's got to go this way. It can't be wider than the envelope, which it is. Okay, so I'm going to need to trim this down a little bit. So let me go ahead and do that. And we're just going to make that a little card to stick in the pocket, right? That would be good. Let's see. All right. I had no plan, as I never do. I never plan anything when I work in like my trashies and stuff. And I know I see I have to bring it back up. I need to move this junk pile. I actually, where can I put it? I'll put it over on this side. I actually had to put all that junk pile stuff in. You'll love this. In a little bag, and I had it off my desk over to on my sewing desk because I had a church leadership meeting yesterday on Zoom last night, and my camera's behind me, so they can see my desk. They can see this craft desk because my computer desk's on the other side of the room. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want them to see this nightmare. So I put everything in a bag. Look at this. I got him out of, I don't know if it was a National Geographic or a magazine like that. But I don't know what he is. He's some kind of like monkey thing. But I know it's not a monkey. But he could live like on there or something. All right, let's go ahead. What was I going to do? I was going to glue this to here, right? I want to leave the seeds for Helen because, you know, why not? And then we'll put that co-op one there. What did I do with the other one? Here it is. That one can go on this page, maybe down here. Let's just start with something. I'm just going to start with something. So anyway, so right now I'm dehydrating peaches, and I was in there cleaning up the kitchen after I cut them up. I mean, it wasn't a big mess, but I was cleaning up my dishes and stuff, and they're all in the dehydrator. And I was like, oh, you know what? I need to put my diffuser on, and because I didn't use it yesterday, I was like, I should really put my essential oils diffuser on. And then I was like, no, wait a minute, I'm not going to, because if any of you dehydrate food, you know that whatever you're dehydrating will become the scent of your house. And I noticed I was starting to smell peach. And I'm like, well, that's a perfect diffuser, you know, a perfect smell to have in your house in the summer is peaches. So, yep, that's what it's going to be today. Now, I have dehydrated ramps, the leaves, and I have dehydrated some of my Egyptian walking onions. And I did it in the house. Here's the thing about that. The ramps, I did the ramp leaves, which are very thin. And they, like kale, ramps, collards, any of that, when you dehydrate them, they don't take that long. And so if your house gets a little bit smelly, it doesn't matter because it's not like all day long. Like the peaches will probably be a good all day long because even though I tried to cut them fairly thin, they are very juicy and, you know, much thicker than, you know, a ramp leaf or something. But I want to put him, I am going to put him up. So this, I need to take my clip off. This needs to go down here. But I should put something behind here. This is just some instructions for a embroidery for the fish. I don't know if I showed you one of the fish pages. What is, oh, that's, I'm just have that there to keep you from having to look at that page. I'm just looking at my junk over at the side here to see. I have this King Arthur flour bag. That's kind of food related. Let's put that on there too. Let me put that there. Yeah, so, and then with the Egyptian walking onions, when I dehydrated them, I had chopped them in such small pieces, they got done very quickly too. But if you're going to dehydrate garlic or like onion slices or something, my recommendation is do it outside. Oh no, you know, come to think of it, no, when I did the Egyptian walking onions, even though I did cut them in small pieces, I did do it outside. I remember I did it on my front porch because I kept thinking, these neighbors are going to think I'm absolutely nuts because I kept running out there and checking them and rotating the trays, and they're like, they have no idea what I'm doing. All right, let's put the King Arthur flour bag here. Is that still too wide? It is still a little bit too wide. All right, let's cut this side a little bit then. So I have this because I use King Arthur flour, but also the other day I did a whole bunch of vacuum sealing foods and put away a lot of food. And this big bag of King Arthur flour was something that I vacuum sealed. So I divided it up into, I don't know, a pound each or something. I forget what measurement I used. But anyway, so yeah, so I've been doing that. My other news, if you've watched my channel before, you know about Holly. Well, just, you know, she had those health issues, which she is absolutely fine. That very expensive vet food she's on is doing the trick. Man, I'll tell you what, she is right as rain right now. But she just doesn't play well. Like, she doesn't want to play like she used to. Now, I get it. She's a little bit older. She's like all of us. She's getting, you know, I mean, she's 12. She's not ancient for a cat, but she's a little bit older and whatever. Where's my envelope? I just need to see if I don't want to cover up co-op. I don't mind if I cover up the King Arthur because then when you open it, you can see that. I have a little strip right here that I don't like, so I need to cover that with something. Let me see what I have over here. And I don't want to use something like this because this has little giraffes on it. I would want to use that, you know, just upright. I don't want to just cut that for no reason. Oh, I have this cute little thing. Rhonda, if you are watching this, Is this from your package? Whoever sent me the package with this darling little strip on it, let me know. I cannot remember who sent this to me, but this came from Happy Mail, and I love it. And it's like, it's got to go in my book. I'm not throwing it away. Okay, so back to Holly. So she hasn't been, like her playing self. And honestly, playing with a cat after a while is like playing with a toddler. It's just absolutely mind-numbing. You're like, oh my gosh, this is horrendous. Especially if they're not going to play, right? If they're just looking at the string and they're just like, boring, like, I'm not playing with this. And I didn't know how to entertain her anymore or whatever. But I felt she needed some stimulation of some kind. So anyway, I was cleaning out, I'm cleaning out my house basically, but my craft room also. And I had an old computer, not the one that I just replaced, but the one before that. I had spilt a cup of coffee on it and completely fried it. And you couldn't even get into that one. So that one, I was looking at that and I was like, I need to get rid of that. I don't know how to take it apart to take the hard drive out, and you can't boot it up enough to restore it to factory settings to get rid of all of your, personal information and stuff off of it, which I want off of it. Let's see about putting something in here. I kind of like one of these little giraffes, but he could probably go on the front. He's small enough. Let me not fussy cut him with those. Those are like, it's like using a chainsaw to cut twigs or something. Oh, these are cute too. There's some a mommy and a baby one here. Their little necks and legs are so thin. I can't really get close on fussy cutting, or it would just be impossible. It would be like fussy cutting hair. But anyway, so then I was looking at the computer that I replaced my new one with, the one that works, but it's just so darn slow. And I was like, I know that there are videos that you can watch, or cats can watch, or dogs can watch for entertainment. And they have things that would, whatever is appropriate for that animal, I guess. I didn't look at the dog one because I don't have a dog. But anyway, so I thought, let me see the cat ones. Well, the first one I opened, it was like cat games or something. And I'm like, wow, look at this. Well, it was actually just like a fish tank with some goldfish. All you see, you don't see like the side of a fish tank. It's just like water, and you can hear the water. It makes a very nice sound, actually. And then you can see goldfish just swimming. And I think it's all CGI. I don't think it's even real. But anyway, so I put that on, and she saw it. And she went right over to the computer, and I'm like, oh no, because I put it on the floor for her so she could see it. And she went right over to it, and of course, what does she do? She gets right on the keyboard and turns it off. Then she put it in airplane mode, and I didn't know why the internet disconnected. And that is such a slow computer anyway. I was just like, oh my gosh, what? Anyway, I called my husband up here to help me get the internet back on. He's like, oh, she just stepped on the button that made it so that it was in airplane mode. So he showed me how to undo that. But she was just fascinated with that. So I got a cardboard box and cut it down to make like a little tray to go over the keyboard so that she cannot, like, she can jump on it and she's not going to keep turning the computer off or opening different windows or whatever, because she's actually standing on the keyboard to look at the screen, because it's a laptop. So she was absolutely fascinated with that, and I thought, well, that's great. I'm so happy that she likes that. Here's a little. This is the mommy with the baby, but see, it's just like their little parts of the body. So I think I'm gonna have to put them down there. Anyway. So she was watching that for quite a while. Then I thought, well, you know what? I don't want to be that parent who just lets the TV entertain their child, right? She needs more. I mean, it's stimulating her little mind, but not her body, right? She's not getting any exercise. So I had bought for her quite a while ago a toy. You know, it's just like the wand kind of thing, but it you can make it. It's like a fishing pole. You know, it expands long and or short. You can make it short. And then, you know, it's got the nylon thread, and then it's got a clip on the bottom, and it came with all these things you can clip on the bottom. Feathers, different colored feathers, these little chenille things, whatever. Well, it just so happened that the chenille one that was on it, I mean, because that's the last one I played with her, was bright orange like the fish on that were on the screen, because I hadn't turned off the fish screen either. So I got that out and I started wiggling it in front of her, and she just started playing like she used to. She was jumping in the air and catching it. And let me tell you, this little cat, for being 12-year-old, she is a mighty hunter. That is for sure. I mean, she can be laying down and just reach up and grab something. I mean, so fast you can't even see it. So I think what happened was, watching the fish for a little while stimulated her hunting instinct to start doing that again. Just me, you know, flickering around in front of her was not enough anymore for her. So I think by watching this fish thing, it stimulated her little hunting. So now every evening, because, you know, with a cat, if you do something once and they like it, you'll be doing it for the rest of their life. At least Holly, because she will not let it go. She won't. She'll just howl and cry, and she's got me wrapped around her finger, and she'll get her way. Not because I'm just like, oh, poor kitty. It's just because she's so annoying that I can't tolerate it anymore. I can't tolerate her whining. So anyway, last night, we played, and so I also found another one. Well, okay, let me go back to the fish one. Now, she's on my old computer. She's using my old computer, and it does not have a touch screen. But what I didn't realize was, look, I have this little guy. He was from the envelope from my local Christian radio station. One of their summer mailings had this fun little guy on him, and he was in front of a pool or something. I can't remember. What happened to my glue stick? There it is. Anyway, this fish thing it was a game, and I was like, well, I don't understand how this is a game. It's just a picture of fish. I mean, it's just, you know, a video of fish swimming around in water. Then I realized she's sitting on the computer, she's pawing the computer and everything, and she did something. This was before I put the box over it. She hit something, and this pop-up box came up, and it had like 2 different weird names on it, and then points with how many like catches or whatever. And I realized, you know what? If she was using my new computer, which has a touch screen, she would be scoring points, and that's why it is a game. And I was like, who knew? Well, she's not using my new computer, that is for sure. But I thought, so other people who are playing, I'm just looking, guys, for something to put on the back here. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'll use that on the other page. I just need a scrap. Where's my scrap thing? Here it is. Yeah, so this thing is actually a game if your cat is using a computer that has this is, you know, the everlasting scraps that we're trying to get rid of, that we will probably never get rid of because we're just making them smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. All right, I'm just going to use one of these from this little scrap pack I bought. Just anything. I don't care. This. It'll go on there, and then I'll put something on it. So the other one I found for her, it was like video for cats. Now, this is not a game, but it's really cool because it's a video, and it's just like, it changes up. Like first it might be like a little mouse running across the screen, or mice going in different directions. Not too many, just like one or two at a time, because you don't, you know, they'd get confused if there was too many, you know, or overwhelmed, but enough to catch their attention. And they're moving the way the animals actually would move, so that also gets their attention. And so they have mice on there. There's little ladybugs that are going on there. There's little some kind of insect that buzz, and they'll be on there. There's little bells that drop on the thing. There's little like ribbons that will come on. No, like I said, not all together, but like one after the other after the other. And each one's like maybe, I don't know, a minute or something. And she loves that one too. She loves, there's like a wormy thing that comes on, and she loves to look at that one. That like she can be across the room, she'll see that, and she'll go running over to the computer. There, that's cute. I like him, so he can go in there. So now we have this plain back. We need to put something on there. Let me see what else I have over here. Let's see here. Oh, this says made for Virginians. Should we put that there? Well, I don't know. What else do I have? I'm just looking around at all my junk here. No, let's do this. Let's put this. This came out of that scrap pack. This is just some odd flowers from it looks like from a field guide. So let's just go ahead and use some of these, because this is our green co-op page here. So let's put those flowers on. Who knows, maybe one day I'll color those in. I have colored pencils actually here, but I'm not going to do it now. So anyway, so Holly has been playing. She's been eating. She's doing just great. Just great. But of course now playing computer and all of that has added just one more thing that I have to do for her every evening after we do brushy and all of that. And get cookies and whatever. All right, so he's going in there. Can you see that? I don't know if I can really push you up any further. Ugh, I'd have to move that. Hold on a second. If I move this box, oh my gosh, there we go. There, I think you can see it now. So he's in that little box, that little envelope. I've got that there. This is here, this little monkey thing, which is not a monkey. I remember them saying what it was, but it's not a monkey. It just looks like a monkey. And then on this page, okay, so I have this. This is a, this have to go this way. Okay, I think I have another one in here somewhere, but it's a different flavor. These Kavita are, this is the herbal spritzer, and it is, they have, oh gosh, what is it called? Culture. Oh, I'm having a senior moment here. You know what I mean. It's like kefir, right? It's fermented. It's got, oh, you know. Anyway, I love these. And they are wicked expensive in the store. They're like $3.29 at Aldi even. And Kavita is actually more like a brand name. I think I might have to put this sideways though, because it's a little bit too wide here, but that's okay. We'll do that. Anyway, I can get them at the Mennonite store. Oh, good. It didn't go over that. I can get them at the Mennonite store for 99 cents. So I usually get like 6 of them at a time. And yeah, I enjoy those every once in a while. They taste really good. They're nice and light. Like, they're not sweet, overly sweet, because I don't like sweet things. Well, okay, I'm going to take that back. I do like sweet things, but if it's a sweet thing. I don't like my food sweet. I don't like sweet potatoes unless it's a dessert. I don't like, I don't like food that's not supposed to be sweet. I know that's not making any sense. Anyway, it's not important. Okay, let me see. Let me put that there. Even though it's chamomile lavender, I don't happen to have a chamomile or lavender piece of, what did I do with, oh, there it is. Yeah, this is just stuff off my desk. This is what I'm using. It's the stuff off my desk. And I don't have a chamomile. I don't have a lavender on my desk. So, yes. So let's see, what else have I been? Okay, so we just had my dad's 90th birthday. It was actually yesterday, but we celebrated as a family on Sunday. And I'll tell you, God is so good, because my dad sometimes is just not really with it anymore. Or it's very hard to describe. He's not like in full-blown dementia or anything, but at times he just gets very petulant and acts like a child and won't cooperate on purpose. Like, I know it's on purpose. And anyway, and sometimes, like, you know, because I tell you that we go play Mexican Train on Sundays with my parents, Mr. Moss and I do. And you know, sometimes he just completely forgets what we're playing or what he's supposed to be doing. And, you know, I just kind of help him a little bit. And because I always sit next to him and I always help him a little bit. Well, on his birthday, or the day we were celebrating, because my brother was there, my sister was here from New York, everything, he was the most coherent he has been in a long time. I mean, he didn't fall asleep at all. He was awake the whole time. He was holding conversations that made sense. You know, he wasn't ignoring people, which he sometimes does. And I'm just so thankful that he had such a good birthday, because he really seemed to be having fun. Because I was a little bit leery that maybe all the activity and with everybody there might overwhelm him. But no, he had a great time. So that was really fun. So yesterday was actually his birthday. So my sister and I went out shopping for the morning into the until about 3 o'clock. And then we went back to my parents' house, and I had that Zoom meeting for church at 7, but from 3 to 7, I had 4 hours, and I had to get home too, because they live about 25 miles from here. But I was like, we could play some Rummy Cub. So I usually play Rummy Cub with my sister and my mom, because my dad doesn't want to play. Well, yesterday, my sister's like, well, do you want to play? Because we always ask him. He's like, yes. Which, okay, my confession was I kind of rolled my eyes. It's like, oh, great. Because he forgets what he's supposed to do and all of this. No, he played very well. He didn't win. He actually did lose, but he did come out at times, and he was perfectly, you know, capable of doing the game. So he's had some really good days. So that's been a real gift. All right, so I've got that, and I've got that. You know, it's just trash, so I'm just using... I have this. This is from Brims. This is from Popcorn, which if you go to Dollar Tree or certain Family Dollars, not all of them, but certain Family Dollars do sell this. The Brims movie theater butter, or movie theater popcorn. Yeah, this is like probably the worst food on earth for you. However, it is one, it's one that I truly enjoy. And every once in a while, I will treat myself to some, and I did just recently. But one of the good things, Brims makes other things at Dollar Tree. They make other snacks too. They're up in Pennsylvania. And on the bag, the popcorn bag, is Isaiah 26:3, which says, you will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed in you because he trusts in you. And I love that. So let's see where we can put that. You know what? We can staple that right there. If I staple that, can I still get that in and out? Yes, I can. Let me find my stapler. And I say find that because I just moved all this big stuff so I could push the big girl back so you could see. And now everything's a mess. I just got to staple it on the very edge. And the reason I'm stapling it is because it's plasticky and I just don't know if any glue is going to hold it. So just on the very edge there. There. Okay. That's that. Okay. Let's see if we can find maybe one more thing for right there. I don't want to really cover here because that's where there's that writing. But we could maybe put one other little thing there. Let me see what I have that I would want to put there. Oh, let's use this little thing. I don't know what it is. I cut these things out, and then I forget what it said it is. Okay, let's get this too. This is just a piece of blue paper. But this, okay, this looks like a deer, but again, I think this came from the same place this is. It's not a deer, it's something else. It looks like a little deer, but it's some weirdo little like mountain animal kind of thingy. So this looks like it was a piece of an envelope or something, but it's blue, and the reason I want to use it is because there's blue in the sky behind this little deer thing. So we're just going to make like a little thing like that. How's that? That works. Okay. So yeah, so I've been very busy lately, and I'm dehydrating all this stuff because the Highland County Fair is coming up, and I do want to enter my apple cider vinegar and my some dehydrated food. I did make lavender shortbread, and it was good, but I'm not sure if I'm feeling like I was going to enter that in the fair too, just to put some competition in, because there's one lady who just enters everything and no one else does, and she wins everything. And I'm like, no, she needs competition. But Mr. Moss is entering cookies. He's entering maple walnut cookies. And he and I would not, his cookies and mine are not in the same category, but I think I might just stick with the dehydrated food and the vinegar and not do the cookies, because I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed. It's not like and I'll probably take the stuff with me to the cabin, and then just the day before feel like, do I want to make the cookies or not? Now, one other thing, I've got this little baggie here. It's always one other thing, right? This little baggie was from some beads. It's from the Tandy Corporation, and I think it says synthetic aged bone beads. I'm not sure where I got this from, but if we found something tiny that's cute, I could put it in there. Oh, what about this little cut off of a leaf thing? Something needs to go in there, actually, I think. Would that go in there? Yeah, okay, that's just actually a scrap of paper. So let me see if I have one more little scrap I could put behind it. Well, yes, I have this whole thing, right? Oh my gosh, will this stuff never go away, honestly? All right, let's see here. This is just a piece of that stamp paper. I've used it before, and I put different colored tissue papers in front of it. So if I could stick that behind that little thing, then maybe the leaf would show through a little better. There we go. Okay. It doesn't make any sense. See, it's just this little leaf thing that came from some stickers I bought, and then this is just that scrap. And again, this is very plasticky, so I think I'm going to have to staple it on. And let's just go ahead and staple it right here. I can still open it if I want to see what flavor the probiotics, that's the word. Probiotics, Helen. Probiotics. Use your words. It just came to me. Okay, let's put 3 staples there. Okay. So there's that little flappy there. Okay, so we've done 2 more pages in the big girl very soon, guys. Well, it would be sooner if my evenings now were not completely taken up with playing with Holly. But very soon we're going to have a final flip through on this thing. So this is what we did. We did this page here, and then this little Seeds for Helen with this little thing here, and that on the back. So yay, using up more trash, guys. Using up the trash. I love it. I love it. And I know what the story is with the 1.99 peaches and stuff and all of that. So guys, I hope you are playing along. I hope you have a trash journal or a junk journal or whatever you want. Some people may wonder, and I'm just going to answer this real quick. Let me just have a sip of coffee because I'm getting dry. Sorry about that. Some people may wonder, why on earth do you have a trash journal? You know, why not do like more of a memory keeping junk journal where you have like receipts and tickets and things that mean more than like a King Arthur flower bag or whatever. Everyone might have their different reasons for doing trash journals, because this is basically trash. Here and there, you know, like I used that little piece of paper that I made, but for the most part, this is trash. The reason I do it is because it challenges me to make something creative out of nothing. Because to me, if I had a paper pack with the matching stickers, the matching embellishments, you know, and all of that, it's easy to make something. You know, everything's, you know, beautiful and whatever. But if you can make something super fun out of just trash, to me, that is stimulating my brain a little bit and just like helping me to work on my art processes and my thought processes and all of that. But the other side is, as opposed to my art journals or my collage journals or my regular junk journals, the trash journal, I really can stick stuff in and totally have fun. And there's just no like, well, if somebody looked at this, then, you know, not, or is that collage right, or there's something off about it. There's none of that with a trash journal. It's just purely having fun. I mean, this rose die cut has nothing to do with the rest of the page at all, but I like it there, you know. So if you're wondering why do you have trash journals, that is my reason why I have trash journals. And like I said, I've got this one, I've got the big Melitza at the cabin, and then I've got two more here. I've got the medium-sized one and then the small one, which I'm pretty much going to say is done. I cannot fit any more in it because it's already this gator mouth. You've seen that one. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. Until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.